Thanks for tuning in to Unbreakable with Chris Chamasairos. I talk about politics, sports, and entertainment to keep you well-rounded what's going on around the world. If you don't like hearing the truth, definitely don't tune into this channel. So let's get started today. Governor Kathy Hochul, she allows a 5-year-old child to be sexually assaulted by an illegal alien and decides that that illegal alien's life is more important than a 5-year-old girl that was sexually assaulted, and leaves that criminal in the country. Let's jump into this video and let's watch this smug little communist, Kathy Hochul. She just sits there with a smug look on her face because she could care less. This is exactly why Democrats make me sick.
Governor Hochul, on your first day in office, you signed Executive Order 1. Is that correct?
I believe it is.
And you extended this executive order not once, not twice, but 3 times, most recently January 16th this year. Is that correct?
If that's what your facts show, I signed countless executive orders.
I would assume you'd know it's Executive Order 1. And this is a continuation of your predecessor's sanctuary state policies, correct? Is included in that.
I want to be sure we are defining sanctuary state properly.
I'll define it for you. It is the policy of the state that state officers or employees shall not
You see the smug look on her face? I can't stand any of you liberals. I really can't.
Disclose information to federal immigration authorities for the purpose of federal civil immigration enforcement. It goes on to say, law enforcement officers may not use resources, equipment, or personnel for the purpose of detecting and apprehending any individual suspected or wanted for violating a civil immigration office. Law enforcement officers have no authority in the state of New York to take any policy action solely because the person is an undocumented alien. That's a quote in your executive orders that you extended. Now, do you know who Sakir Akan is?
I want to get back to the first part.
No, I'm asking a question. Do you know who Sakir Akan is?
I want to make sure you understand that this simply says that we will cooperate with ICE.
No, it does.
You ever notice that about Democrats? Nobody understands anything but them, but their lawlessness. Nobody else gets it but Democrats.
Not say that. I read what it says, and let me talk to you about the results. Do you know who Sakir Akan is? You should, as the governor of New York State. Do you know?
Refresh my recollection.
He was an illegal migrant in New York. And do you know what crime he committed in addition to being here illegally?
No, I do not.
You do not. This was widely reported. He found a 15-year-old girl, threatened her with a metal pole, told her to get into the back seat of his car. He took her clothes off, and he violently raped her in Albany, New York. Do you know who Sebastian Zapita Khalil is?
Do you see how she has absolutely no reaction to that? Like no remorse, not immediately, I'm sorry, nothing. She could care less. She has no, they don't care. They don't care about any American citizens. No Democrats care about Americans. It's so obvious. All you got to do is open your eyes.
I'm sure you'll tell me there's many cases, whether they're
These are high-profile cases New Yorkers know about.
So she just admitted there's many cases of illegal aliens sexually assaulting and murdering American citizens, and she could care less as she bats her eyelashes and wears 50 pounds of makeup and has a smug look on her face.
I mean, you don't? So let's talk about Sebastian Zapita Khalil. Do you know who that is?
I don't have the specific details at my disposal, no.
Well, this is an illegal migrant in New York because of your sanctuary state policies. Do you know what crime he committed?
I'm not familiar at this moment.
I bet you're going to be familiar when I remind you. He found a sleeping woman on the subway, lit her on fire, and burned her alive. This is in Kathy Hochul's New York. And as I'm sure you are aware, and I'll remind you, that ICE issued an order to detain this violent criminal, but that was rejected by New York officials due to sanctuary state laws. Now, do you know who Raymond Rojas Basilio is?
I just want to say this. These crimes are horrific.
Because of your sanctuary state policies.
In all of these cases, we would work with ICE to remove them.
You did not in this case. They are walking on the streets because of your policies and your executive order that you signed 3 times.
Look at her face. Oh, I'm not allowed to say it because the channel will get turned off. But
now, Raymond Rojas Basilio, do you know who that is?
I'm telling you this. I will explain to you the policies of New York. We cooperate with, I know you're just trying to.
You do not. Specifically, ICE was told not to detain this.
It's a complete lie because Rikers Island won't comply with ICE agents when prisoners get released that are illegal. So she's a liar, just like all Democrats. That's all Democrats do. They lie, they steal, they cheat, they murder, and then they blame everybody else.
Individual, and he burned a woman alive on the New York subways in Kathy Hochul's New York. So I will keep on going. What about Raymond Rojas Basilio? Do you know who that is?
I'm going to tell you our overall policy, which will address all this.
I'll tell you who that is. He is an illegal who molested an 11-year-old in our state because, again, of your sanctuary state policies. This illegal was shielded from federal immigration enforcement and
Look at that smirk on her face. She just gets told that an 11-year-old girl gets molested, and she's literally smiling.
To commit this heinous crime. And what about Wilson Castillo Diaz? Do you know who that is?
I'm telling you this. We do cooperate fully with ICE in criminal prosecution. Our sanctuary
You're not advocating for these victims.
Only deal with
This is a 5-year-old who was raped on Long Island in Nassau County. You are not advocating on behalf of these victims. You are shielding illegals, even in your opening statement.
A 5-year-old gets sexually assaulted, and that's the look on Kathy Hochul's face. Doesn't give one all you Democrats make me sick. All of you. I could care less. All of you.
You prioritize putting illegals first.
That is not
Rapes
true.
of young girls, beatings of NYPD cops by illegals who are here under Kathy Hochul's failed policies, burning New Yorkers alive. This is Kathy Hochul's New York. It's one of the many reasons why you're hemorrhaging support from hardworking New York
These are
families.
horrific crimes, and they're heartbreaking.
They're horrific crimes that are committed on your watch. You signed this executive order on your first day in office. You signed it again and again this January. We deserve a governor who stands up for law-abiding New Yorkers, doesn't put illegals first, but actually puts New Yorkers first. I appreciate
Rather than going after the viral moment, I suggest you
No.
Typical Democrat. Oh, you're going after a viral moment. F you, Kathy Hochul. F you.
I'm standing up for New Yorkers.
No.
She just gets told that a 5-year-old girl was sexually assaulted, an 11-year-old girl, another woman was lit on fire. But according to Democrats, that's you going for your viral moment. This isn't your father's Democratic Party anymore. So if you tell me you're a Democrat, this is what you stand for. You also stand for grown men in dresses that are so-called trans in your children's classrooms, encouraging your 5-year-old son to chop his penis off. And that's why I only look at it 2 ways. That's it. So if you tell me you're a Democrat, I'm just done with you.
Rather than addressing the illegals in New York, you are prioritizing your far-left sanctuary state policies, which you put in place with executive orders. Instead of advocating for victims of 5-year-old who was raped, you did not. They were released because of sanctuary state policies in New York State. No amount of words is going to clean up your failed record and these horrific crimes committed in sanctuary state that you created. And with that, I yield back.
Representation, the facts are absolutely false.
Yields back.
Absolutely.
No, it's absolutely false. It didn't. None of it actually happened. First of all, if they're illegal and the crime was committed, she's absolutely wrong, because if you're illegal, you shouldn't be in the country. So it doesn't matter what anything else that was said. And she'll sit there with that smug look on her face. You know what? I've had my channel suspended for 2 days because I've said something similar to maybe one of these Democrats should suffer a tragedy in their family, and then maybe they'll finally get it. Scum of the planet. This video is going viral. You know, this idiot, he decides to walk up to police and throw a can of soda or a can of beer at him that he probably bought with his family's first card. And I don't know what he think was going to happen, but I'm sure Democrats will make a statue of him and put it somewhere and tell us all that we need to worship it. And if we don't, we're all racist. I can watch this one all day. Oh, yeah. Pants look great, bro. They're about 50 sizes too big. Such a tough guy. Oh, I love that. Let's watch it one more time. There you go. Beautiful, isn't it? It's so beautiful when normal American citizens finally had enough and they just do things like this. I just absolutely love it. And all you lowlifes with your No King's Day parade, and you think you're going to come into everybody's town and do stupid, you know what? Do yourself a favor and just keep it in your city, keep it in your town, because sooner or later, you're going to run into a buzzsaw. You're going to wish you were never born doing this in every single town. We got another Democrat loser. Former Spokane City Councilman President Ben Stuckart was just arrested and jailed over his impeding of ICE enforcement. I love it. Arrest all these Democrats. President Trump, I seen you on TV the other day and you said you wanted Tom Homan to arrest Gavin Newsom, and Tom Homan might not want to do that because it looks so political and all the bad press. I don't care about bad press. I don't care about the names I'll be called. I will arrest Gavin Newsom and his entire family. Deputize me. I'll get on a plane, drive over there. I'll arrest Gavin Newsom and his entire family and bring them all to prison. I could care less what anybody calls me. You notice all these Democrats, now they're all waving American flags, shocker, because they look like such idiots waving foreign flags. Wait, I want to stay in America, but I'm going to wave a foreign flag as I burn American flags. So now they're protesting in Seattle. You ever notice anything that these Democrats touch, they destroy? Every single city, every town, every council, everything, the school system, the churches, they have destroyed every single thing in this country. Everything. They hate anything that is godly. They hate anything that is decent. They hate law and order. They hate anything that is good. Wow, so intelligent. All the white people that are there, the white kids that are there, these are the same kids whose parents called the school when their kid didn't get a participation trophy. And this is the consequence of that. You absolutely, the white liberals in this entire situation, as much as I'm annoyed with everybody else, the white liberals in all these situations, I absolutely hate you. You make me absolutely sick to my stomach by your words, your actions, and your pathetic behavior. You make me sick. All you liberal parents that raise your kids to think it's okay to act like this, you are complete trash. Here's another idiot Democrat, Brandon Johnson from Chicago, who's made Chicago unbearable. He doesn't understand that being illegal is a crime itself because he's just a retard. That's what he is. He's a communist retard. He's a racist. He hates America. He hates whites. He has absolutely destroyed Chicago, just like any other Democrat that's in charge. Let's listen to this idiot talk because he's a complete idiot. You know, maybe his wife can go shopping $600,000 curtains for his office like she always does.
They are absolutely terrified. And that's, look, I remember a few.
No, we don't care about American citizens being terrified by illegal gang members. No, these poor illegals.
Stand-ups ago, when I talked about what terrorism looks like. This is it. There should be no question to what our country would look like had the Confederacy won. Okay. We're seeing it on full display.
Right. Anyway, he's just always race baiting. No, Brad, it's against the law. It's a federal law to come into the country illegally, moron. But that would mean you'd have to stop being a racist moron, which he is clearly not capable of doing. This is the same idiot that said that students in Chicago, because of their upbringing, that even if they never went to class ever, they should automatically get an A for their struggle. This is the type of ignorance that you're dealing with. These are communists. These are communists that want the country to burn to the ground because he's a complete effing moron. Let's listen to this complete moron. She's an LA councilwoman, and she wants police to alert illegals when ICE is coming. This is how retard. I can't use any other word. They're just retards. They're just evil retards. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, the cops should alert illegals who broke the law that ICE is coming so they can get in trouble and get arrested. You're just trash. You're trash. That's it. That's all it is. Another garbage human being.
Can we use technology like AI technology to create a situation where your department can identify, hey, there's agents, non-city of LA, in a neighboring town.
Like, how can you be this effing stupid? How can you be this dumb? How is it effing, like, she has a second grade education. She got elected to the council board for all the wrong reasons. And this is what you get.
Everyone go on alert in a way where you can support.
She can't even say the word alert. It's alert. Alert.
Our business community and our immigrant community to know that it's time.
No, it's not your immigrant community. Immigrants come to America legally. I know this is hard. I know this is difficult for Democrats. When you come to the country illegally, you're an illegal alien by law. It's not hard if you know how to read.
Time. That's something related to the lack of due process, the lack
Oh
of,
my God. Lack of due process. American citizens get due process, not illegals. I know this is hard.
warrants is about to hit our town. I'm asking a
I'm not sure what you're asking me.
creativity question here. What can your
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking me because you're a retard. That's what you, it's really that simple.
department do to do more to warn us, to warn the business?
Like who elected? I already know who elected her. All this Section 8 and welfare babies and everybody else because they keep wanting to get free stuff. So, I mean, how could you possibly be this dumb? She asked the police to alert illegals that ICE is coming. It's just like, you can't make this stuff up.
This community that outside of our LA border,
And the only racist is her. She doesn't care about law and order. She doesn't care about American citizens. She's Hispanic, obviously. So it all boils down to one thing. If they're Hispanic, they should be right. They should be given what they want. And if they're not Hispanic, oh, I don't care. That's exactly what it is. You could say whatever you want. That's how it is.
borders, coming in from Inglewood, coming in from Antelope Valley. I don't know.
I can't even look at her
You can
face.
warn us so that we can warn our folks in the spirit of your loyalty to the city of Los
And in the spirit of criminality, you effing moron.
Angeles.
So you're asking me to warn you about an enforcement action being taken by another agency before it happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Why
That would-
not?
That would be obstruction
God.
of justice. You may want to talk to the city attorney about that.
Like, oh my God. Are you like, I know I'm laughing, but it's so pathetic and just so cheesy. And I wouldn't expect anything less. Like all these other Democrats that are getting arrested, they're going to, they try to impede ICE officers from doing their job, put their hands on, and they don't think they should be arrested because they're special. The F out of here. Listen, I can't do anything more today with Democrats because I absolutely can't stand any of you. Again, this is not your father's Democratic Party for the working man back in the day. This is a bunch of radicals that hate America, hate white people, hate Christianity. They hate anything that's good. They want to destroy everything and just make it complete chaos. I absolutely can't stand any of you. Thanks for tuning in to Unbreakable with Chris Chamasiros.